True story. First time I went to prison, I was 19, and I went to a place called DeHoco, aka Detroit House of Correction. When I first got there, I tell you, it was strange. Just figure yourself young. You'd been in the streets a while and you pretty much knew the game, but not the prison game. Anyway, I get in there and I'm really low key. I don't want to have no problems or issues with nobody. So my deal is I get up and they had a phone right in the center of this unit. Now figure this, it's a cell block and it's got three levels. The first level has got two sides and they have uh, the hole, plus they have a side with a bunch of cells. Well, each side had a bunch of cells. Upstairs, the next flight was a big unit, and then across from it, they had individual cells. Then up on the third floor, they had what you call uh, E unit and F unit. And these were two cell blocks right across from each other. Okay, so I get up there, they put me on F unit. So they got this big old iron gate at the front where they put you in there, man. They lock that door. It's over. And they got you in a cage. It's like, I'd say it's like a quarter of a football field. And it's round. I mean, not round, but it's square. At the end is the bathroom and the showers and stuff. And in the middle, on both sides, is bunks going all the way down about 20 or maybe 15 or 20, 25 maybe on each side. Okay, so every day I would do the same thing. I'd just get up, you go down and eat breakfast in the basement, and you come back up, and then they had, time where they was calling people out for classification, for counseling, for medical examinations, so on and so forth. So through the day, it wasn't too much to do unless it was your time to go to the yard or, you had a special activity or whatever, or, even visits. This place only had visits on the weekends. So here I am. Every day I would do the same thing. I'd get up there by that TV and I would just sit there by myself watching TV. So, you know, I'm trying to be observant of my surroundings, but I'm looking at TV at the same time. Because, you got to do something. But anyway, I noticed that these guys are doing something. I just couldn't figure it out. They was hiding things. They was holding. Then they would go out on the catwalk. And one day I discovered that they had a hacksaw and they was cutting away at the window, which had little iron shafts in it. So they would do shifts. And I noticed, I couldn't help but notice it. So every day they would go out and they would hacksaw a little bit of it, and then the next day, and this went on for about, I don't know, maybe a week or two. So finally one day I'm sitting over by the TV, and the guy goes up and he says, "Officer, I need to see you. I need to see you." Something, it was an emergency. Well, anyway, he got his attention. He came to the door, opened it up, and soon as he stepped in, a guy came around, but I saw him earlier. He had rolled up something in some paper. I didn't know what it was, but he had this paper, and he started whacking the guy with it. Come to find out, it was an iron pipe. So he was whacking him and whacking him and whacking him, and finally he was unconscious. And they took his keys And they went to the catwalk. They already had made those bed sheets and tied them up together. So this was the great escape. It was about 4 or 5 of them. And one by one, they went out the window and boom. That was the first time that I had ever seen anything like that in my life. We're going to continue to go with this, but this is the first phase.